Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. This is a sober evening for us. An evening that we have to be humble. We know that the rest of Africa is going to banter us tonight. Rather unfortunate, the Super Eagles falling at the final hurdle. 1-2 defeat against the host nation Côte d'Ivoire. A team that lost 2 games earlier in the competition beat the team that's unbeaten up until this point. Very sad. I guess we did it again. We got to the final, but we didn't win. So at least part of that slogan came true. But yeah, very unfortunate game. Our boys were not at it today. Couldn't keep possession at all. Just allowed Ivory Coast to keep coming at us. Kept on conceding free kicks and giving them opportunities to cross the ball in. I hate to say I told you so, but if you saw my video, I mentioned Simon Adingra, the threat that he is. And Adingra was the threat for them today. Cooked Ola, throughout the match. Was their biggest threat in attack, and he assisted both goals. I hate to be right, but I knew that Adingra was going to cause problems for us potentially. I don't want to criticize anybody because they got to the final and we have to be happy and proud of that. We have to give them credit for coming this far. But, man, when you play a defensive game, when you soak up pressure like the way we've been doing, it's nice until the day you lose. And today has been the day that we've lost. And what can we say now? Even after Ivory Coast equalized, you could, even before the equalizer, the goal was smelling. You could see they had the opportunity that went straight at Nwabali, that Nwabali saved. They had the opportunity that Calvin Bassey blocked. The goal was coming. We didn't make any change. They equalized. We still didn't make any change. We were still allowing them to come at us again. And when you're just allowing a team to have all the ball and to come at you, sooner or later you're going to concede. And then unfortunately we did concede. Sebastian Haller. Kudos to William Troost-Ekong on his goal. It was a fantastic header. But for Haller's goal, he was a half step slower, half step behind. Haller wanted it more. Maybe he didn't want to concede an own goal, so he didn't put his body in the way, but Sebastian Haller wanted it more. For the first goal, again, I'm not trying to criticize anybody. Nwabali has been fantastic throughout the tournament, but he chose the worst day to have a brain fart. Nwabali chose the worst day to have a brain fart. Why was he coming off his line? You don't have to be a footballer. If you watch football, as a goalkeeper, the moment you step off your line, you have to claim that ball. You have to claim the ball. You can't step off your line, take 3 steps off your line, then all of a sudden start trying to track back. If it was on his line, he would have saved it. It wasn't like a powerful header like that. It was well placed. But if it was on his line, he would have saved it. So, very unfortunate. Ola Ainotu wasn't at his best today. I don't know what to say. I'm sad. I'm heartbroken. I thought I would come on here and do a party with you guys. I thought we were going to celebrate. But yes, unfortunate defeats. The host nation deserved to win this match. I'll be honest, I'll be realistic. They deserved to win today. They were the better team today. And congratulations to the Ivory Coast on their 3rd AFCON title. So yeah, let me bring on my guests. Somebody's in any ball that hits the ground. Hello.
What's happening?
I don't know what's happening right now. But, thank you for joining me, King Titi Taye Taiwo. What did you think of today's game? Unfortunate result. What did you think?
For me, from the start of the game, though, because we have been playing defensive games all this while,
Mm,
But for me, like today's game, we just allow Ivory Coast to have all the old ball. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
It's a final game, but we just, at least sometimes we need to even press them higher to give them a little bit pressure so that they can make mistake. We just allow them to have the ball. They feel comfortable with the ball. They pass the ball left and right, left and right. They cannot be defending all day when you play with they are home, the fans behind everything possible they want to do to win the
mm.
cup. At least for our boys today, like from the beginning of the competition, I need to credit every one of them because, like, even though we lost the cup today, but for me, they tried their possible best. Most of them they're tired as well. You know what I'm saying? So, like, apart from the goal they score of the corner kick, that is why, like, for me, I don't like when they say you should mark in zone. Everybody should pick his players. You know what I'm saying? When you have corner kick, then we score one. We should pick our players. You take this one. So everybody have responsibility to take care of, in the box. Not like if you stay in the zone, you feel comfortable in the zone, they'd have to go for the header. So for me, like, I think today's game, like, most of couple of players, like Lukman also, like Osimhen, most of them, the way they used to do, because they are also tired, because if you don't keep the ball, for me, throughout the game, we cannot even keep the ball to do a little bit passing that we used to do.
Yeah.
We just get the ball, shoot the ball away, shoot the ball away. It's a final. You need to keep the ball to yourself so that you run lengths when you keep the ball. That's why we couldn't create any chances again. Because we just keep giving the ball to the Ivory Coast.
It's very interesting because we actually did not have any chance to score other than that one corner kick that we had and another one that Ekong had from a free kick, the other header. We didn't create any good chances to score, and it's unfortunate, in a final for us to have 38% possession in a final, and the thing is, again, I'm trying not to be upset, because we got to the final.
No. Yeah, of course, like, for me, on the point of view, for me, like, all the guys that went to this competition every day, they tried their possible best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had the feeling before when my, like, friend of my eye, because they've been calling me for a couple of days, we're going to win. I said, I don't even have time for you guys. Just let me be. Now that I'm going to ring my phone, I'm not going to pick up the calls. You know what I'm saying? So, like, because for me, like, most of the guys, they this, like, Nigeria will be like, we've been trying our possible best to win this cup, because we deserve to win if the way we are playing before. So in the final, at least we should be able to, at least to keep some ball a little bit, at least to pass the ball around, But we just keep keeping the ball. Osimhen cannot be with it, like, three center defender. What is he gonna do? Like, look more today. They don't even service to give him true ball to dribble one against one, or maybe Simon when he come inside, or the other players. It's very hard. But what can we do? It's football. We have to just take heart, and this will bring love back home in Nigeria. Whatever we are watching all over the world, this football is what that make us happy in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? But we lost game. But when everybody is going back home tomorrow, Monday, they will start to go back to their normal thing. Normal start getting. Yeah.
No, go on. Sorry, finish your thoughts.
Yeah. I said they will go back to normal thing and start insulting themselves. Nobody do anything stupid to you. I don't just like him just for no reason,
Okay, let me ask you, in this game, the coach, and the team, like we said, this is the setup that got us this far. Unfortunately, we lost in the final, but it's football. It can happen. Do you think this is a system that we should continue using? Looking to the future now, we have World Cup qualifiers coming up. Do you think we should continue playing this way, or do we need to change the way we play?
No, because if the defensive work is solid, then you will see that the ball will be moving, like flowing, like Osimhen will be getting touches of the ball. And sometimes we need to even learn how to pass the ball from the behind also. Not every time to shoot the ball away, because we have the capability of skillful player that can hold the ball in the midfield. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time just shooting the ball away to give it to Osimhen. He's alone all the time. But if you start passing the ball from behind, we will play with confidence. Then you see through a couple of passes, we are in front of the goal. The Lukman can create chance. One against one, nobody can hold Lukman. Also Simon, 1v1, nobody can hold them. Osimhen, 1v1, nobody can hold them. But if you start shooting the ball away, sometimes the coach, I'm not saying that, is a very good coach on defensive job, is very good. But at least you need to learn how to play the ball sometimes because we have the quality players. That is why most of the players, they're really tired because we don't kick the ball. No, we just start shooting the ball
And they
away.
are running out a lot, yeah.
If you run everywhere, you don't have the ball. Sometimes you say, oh, my pass the ball is major. Because why? Sometimes you need to keep the ball, you keep your energy so that you can go forward with the ball. It's a shame that we lose to the Ivory Coast boys, all these French boys. They'll not allow me to rest. You know what I'm saying? They will not allow me to rest from tomorrow and start bringing your phone every 2 seconds.
Okay. Welcome. Chinedu Obasi. So we've watched this game. You know, unfortunately, we've lost against Ivory Coast. What did you think of the game? What do you think of the team today?
Me?
You.
It's a very sad day. First of all, I have to say, Taiwo.
Yes?
By the way,
Thank you, man.
how you doing? Hello?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you. I wanted to say hello to Taye.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
I think
hearing you.
it was a very, very disappointing game, to be honest, because from the beginning of the game, you can see that the Ivorians they actually control the game from start to finish. Somehow I felt like the nerve got to the players, or they gave too much respect to the crowd, or because it's a home team, because they were too defensive to a fault, to be honest. I feel like at some point it's so difficult, for example, for this Victor, for you to get the best of him because he's just up there like alone. I just didn't really understand what was going on, because even if you play like 10, 15 minutes and you see what was happening, there has to be a tactical change in the from the side to be able to help the team, because I don't want to call names, but most of our players today didn't show their potential. So it was a bit sad to watch the Super Eagles only defending in this kind of game. This is the last game. I mean, it's the finals. We should be able to come out and push for the win. And it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. But it is what it is. It's football. I mean, it's sad that we're not able to get it. But everybody will face the difficulties in the country. I hope the government is ready for what will come.
Okay, let me ask, both of you now, because you guys are ex-pros, you've played for the Super Eagles. Getting to the final and losing, obviously, is a disappointment, it's painful.
Absolutely.
But overall, should we be proud of what they did and how far they've come? Sorry, before you answer, Nigeria, the only thing we want is to win. If we don't win, we're not happy.
Nobody cares.
But should we be proud of how far they've come in the final?
Absolutely. On my point of view, absolutely. The boys, they really did a good job. They started the competition from the zero, you know what I'm saying? So for me, they tried that possible, but even though today's final, a lot of people expect a lot of things from them. They didn't bring it out because I think maybe because of the cards, or maybe they are tired, I don't know. But at least we should even praise them because they get to this. What about the people that knock out from the group stages also?
I mean, from my own point of view, I think the team did well. With what they have, because I feel like from the beginning of the tournament, we lost a lot of key players that everyone felt like I don't know how far we could go, but for them to be able to go all the way, I just feel like this last game, I have a feeling that the boys are fatigued, to be honest, because of the way we play. they were
Yeah,
always
yeah.
slightly behind. You know, the Ivorians was always ahead of us in every
Mm-hmm.
one-on-one situation or in every duel. So um, it's quite sad, but of course I'm proud of the boys. They were able to go all the way, and it's quite unfortunate that we couldn't bring the goal back.
Mm. And I'll ask you this question as well. Looking forward, we have to look forward. We cannot just, we have friendlies coming up in March. We have World Cup qualifiers coming up in June. And there's another AFCON next year, Seth. So we're going to run this
Wow.
again. Yeah, there's another AFCON next year in Morocco. So
Wow.
what do you think, Chinedu, what do you think about the system? What do you think about our setup? Do you think
I
this
mean,
is sustainable?
for me personally, I'm not a coach,
Mm.
and as I've played with Taye, you understand. I'm a player that likes to have the ball, like doing all the
Absolutely.
work, going back all the time. I don't know, and I'm not a tactician, and I think it's best known to the coach. But I think the system that we play does not bring out the best of our attackers.
Mm.
You know, I feel like and we don't really have the creative midfield to be able to get those
Absolutely.
passes even when we get the ball. So there's a lot of things that needs to be done to be able to, that final passes, someone that is creative, that gets the ball, that you can be confident as a defender, you raise up your face, you
Mm-hmm.
can play the ball to the midfielder, that if I give this guy the ball, he can hold it, he can create something out of it. Like, we lack that. So trying to get the ball from the back all the way to the front, and you have tall defenders, like, you can't do it, and you have one man all the way in front. So it's very difficult. So I think the coach is going to go back, and they're going to assess and analyze and see how they can improve the team. So I feel like what's his name,
Mm.
Onyeka, the guy, he overworked himself, in that middle. The guys need help. As a footballer, when I'm seeing some kind of job that some players are doing, I know how difficult it is. It's not an easy job. Like going forward and backwards for 90 minutes, it's not easy. So, but if you get a functioning team, then everything becomes easier for everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody's helping each other.
Absolutely.
Um, uh, we really have to have a lot to do to be able to get a proper midfielder that will help us going forward, and try to see how we can get the strikers involved. Because in these our
Absolutely.
tactics, if we close down the wingers, our game is done. There's nothing else. We don't have any creativity to be able to
Mm-hmm.
do something. So, but I still wish the team all the best. I think they have a lot of potential. They're still growing. It's also a young team, of course, and I think they will learn from this and bringing back a lot of the injured players, and like Ndidi and all that. I think it will also help the team. But at the same time, Boniface being back in the team, Awoni. There's no way we'll have these players and we're still playing defensive. And these are like top strikers in Europe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying.
This is the way the coach wants them to play. Because if you don't play like the way the coach wants, it will be knockout sense. If you want to play our normal game that we used to play, believe me.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's why I said I'm not a tactician. I'm just saying from a footballer or a striker's point of view. But of course, the coach knows better. I think he will. Of course, even if you like it or not, whenever you're called upon, you have to do the job that the coach wants you to
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean,
I think I have two more questions before I'll allow some fans to join and to give us their thoughts. My
Okay.
first question is, looking at the entire tournament that we've played, who would you say is your Nigerian player of the tournament?
Wow. I think I'll give it to the goalkeeper though.
Stanley Nwabali.
I'll give it to the goalkeeper because he's been awesome since when I started the competition though. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it to the goalkeeper because he's been fantastic. He make a lot of good save. Even though like we lost to the final today, it's been awesome. I hope like he find a very good club to come to France to come and play for Marseille. And I'm saying we need goalkeeper in Marseille.
Okay. How about you?
I think I would say I think Wabali and Ekong has been outstanding.
Yeah, that is
Aina
not bad also.
Aina also has been he had a fantastic tournament. It's quite unfortunate. You can see the tiredness, in some of the players. I also think Onyeka had a fantastic tournament. I think he was working his ass off. I mean, it's very difficult to say, oh, this person is better, or this person did well, this person didn't. We all, as a footballer, it's a very difficult thing to do. But at the same time, I think those guys, they do have an exceptional tournament.
And okay, final question before I bring other people on, fans on. What, I guess, in a few words, how would you describe Ivory Coast? They've come back from the dead to win this tournament. They sacked their coach in between the tournament, and they've somehow come and won it. Well, how would you just describe Ivory Coast?
Because for me, like when they sack the coach, when they sack their coach to go away, then bring this like ex-player that was playing that play against him when I was in France before. Like the player, they realize they are playing football with rest of mind. They realize themselves they are playing football. They don't give up whatever they have the ball, even if they have chances to cross the ball. And I'm saying it's different from the other their ex-coach. Because most of the players they relax when they are playing, so we can do it. That's what I just saw in them.
I feel like Ivory Coast, they played as a team. They were very. I think tactically they got it right. They were everywhere. They knew when to double our strikers or our key players when necessary. So we didn't really have that chance to to do much. I mean, some days can be like that. To be honest, at the end of the day, it's quite unfortunate that it was on the final.
Yeah.
I think today they were better than us. That's just the fact, and I think they deserve that win. That's just the truth. And yeah, they were more composed and they took their chances when necessary.
Yeah, more confident with the ball as well. They don't play with. They play like we are home. We feel that we relax. We don't need to be hurried.
Yeah.
So that's different from because they know exactly what they are doing because they know as soon as you play long ball, you can see somebody's going to go and like tackle us, man. Then the one that will be free to pick up the loose ball.
Would you say they wanted it more?
Yeah.
I don't think they wanted it more than Nigeria, but at the same time, they won. They were at home. They have that home support. Taye can testify. When you're playing at home, sometimes you're down, but the voices of the fans, like in the stadium, they can push you to go all the way. So they felt at home, and they were comfortable being at home, and they were able to get the job done.
All right. Thank you very much. Edu, I don't know if you have more time. If you have to leave, no problem.
I definitely have to run.
Thank you very much for coming.
Nice to see you again, bro.
All right, bro. Stay blessed now.
All right, thanks.
Okay. So I know some of you have been sending requests, so please let's just try to keep it quick. I'll bring on as many people as we can, so that we can round off in a timely manner. But King Titi, thank you for
we're not paying that much for insurance.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, yeah, thanks for having me. It's just like you can see I'm a little bit hyper now. It's just so it's really annoying. I mean, I don't know even how to start AyoT. But the thing is, I'm not one to complain because initially I said that we're not going to get past the second round. So after getting past the second round, it felt like I've already lost. So the manager. So I think anything that comes after that is like a blessing. But as a fan, obviously, you have your opinions and you have things you want to say. And it comes off what you're seeing in the game. From this game, I felt like we respected Côte d'Ivoire too much. We respected Côte d'Ivoire too much in this game. We shouldn't be playing 5-2-3 at the final of an AFCON match. I think that is too much respect for Côte d'Ivoire. We should not be playing 5-2-3. And man for man, we're better than Côte d'Ivoire. It's very obvious.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%
it's very
true.
obvious. Man for man, we're better than Côte d'Ivoire. But then playing almost, all the entire half, all the entire game in Nigeria's half. I feel like it's just too much. Goals will always come in. I think we respected them too much in this final.
I swear.
And that's the painful thing. I feel like it brought us this far and then it failed us. It brought us this far and it failed us because it's so painful that against all odds, I would be the first to put my hands up that I never rated this team from so many things that is done from the preparation and everything. But against all odds, it proved us wrong because it took us this far. Fine, you've taken us this far, but then we've come to the final now, and then you're still playing the same defensive game in a final. The entire of the match, the entirety of the match was played in Nigeria's half. Obviously,
his best friend is Jose Mourinho. So
Yeah, he came.
I understand, but even at that, I mean, we all watched it, we all saw it, so it's not like I'm making this
I
up.
understand.
Almost the entire game was played in Nigeria's half. These guys are not robots. They're not robots. They're gonna make They're gonna make at least one or two mistakes, and they're entitled to do that because they're humans. They're not robots, and that's exactly what happened. The boys were good. I'm not going to blame any one of them. They were good, but you can't be 100% as humans. You would have one mistake or another in about 10 tries. And that's exactly what happened. The guy literally brought us this far and made us fail by not changing the formation in the final. We're better than... Okay, imagine, AyoT, imagine in this game, we play the 4-4-3, which is a very boring formation that people complain about. Imagine we play a 4-4-3 and we have Iheanacho, Osimhen, and maybe Simon Moses up front. And in the middle, maybe we have like Ademola, we have Iwobi, and someone else. And then we're good to go. These guys were not fantastic. They didn't play anything fantastic to win this game. It's just that we played horrible. We made South Africa look so good. I was watching South Africa yesterday and I tweeted something on Twitter. I was like, I can't believe Super Eagles made these guys look this good. I really cannot believe. Because South Africa were poor, but we made them look fantastic. Because, again, we were playing this same boring formation.
Okay,
and
I have to cut you off now so that we can I have like 15, 20 requests that are waiting. But just before I let you go, I'll ask you this question. Looking forward, should we keep the same coach?
It's funny now because I really do not know AyoT. I really don't know. I mean, he can stand on the fact that he took us to the semi-finals of AFCON against all odds. But if this is the formation he thinks he wants to play going forward, we might as well just invest in another manager because we cannot be playing. We're giants of Africa for crying out loud. We've got players playing in the elite clubs in the world. We shouldn't be doing this. This is like, I'll give you a perfect analogy. I'm not going to take your time, AyoT. I'll give you a perfect analogy. It's like you've got an SUV and you're only driving on the auxiliary gear. You can't run fast. It's only going to take you thus far. Even if you're going on bumpy roads, you're driving on auxiliary. When you get to a normal road that you should cruise, if you don't change to the normal gear, you won't go at the normal pace. You'll just be dragging. That's what this guy is doing. If this is what is going to turn our Super Eagles to, he might as well just go.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Please.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm looking at the. Please remove yourself from your end.
Yes,
I'm
bro.
looking at the award ceremony now as the tournament as they are about to hand the trophy, and I see that they just gave the South African goalkeeper the goalkeeper of the tournament.
Wow.
Um, so unfortunate
You
for
know why?
Stanley Nwabali.
You know why?
Why?
You know why they give the South Africa goalkeeper?
Why do you think so?
Because what I think so, like, I know most of like Africa, most of all these French boys, you know what I'm saying? Because what did they plan already before? They don't even want Nigeria to even win. All this one they're
We are
just talking on the news.
too
We want
proud.
Nigeria to win. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to win. They just like what is going to make us to win this game today? Like what I expect when we start again, you should start running, pressing their center back because they will make mistake. You know what I'm saying? But we sit back, we give them the opportunity to start passing the ball, boom, 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 boom. That's why give them more confidence, you know. Because I know it before, like they don't even want Nigeria to win anything. All this one they're just doing on the internet, on Twitter. We want Nigeria to win. It's a lie. They don't want us to win because they know if Nigeria win, we are the champion. Because we have fantastic players. We have a lot of things more than they do. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, just to say something before
All
I
right,
can
yeah,
drop
go
off.
on. Go on,
Okay,
Fresh lady.
I can feel really, really sad. I'm not a football person, and today I decided to watch, and I've been following. You know, they really did well up to this level, but today it was something different. It was like they were not interested in getting that cup. That's all I saw, because the Cote d'Ivoire, they were putting so much effort. They kept on, you know, it was a do or die affair for them. They really wanted to get that cup. But we felt we were almost there, you know, the pride thing, or we were going to get it easy, and we were so relaxed at a point. And then towards the end of the game, energy came out of nowhere. I mean, they were putting senior man how many minutes off the game. Like I really expected so much from Iheanacho, but he was coming in very, as in there was no time again, and I was just screaming, watching the whole time. But they tried their best, and at least they made us happy this past week, and maybe we'll go back to our normal situation in Nigeria after this week. Seriously, because this was the only thing to give us joy. Like as I'm talking, my heart is
absolutely.
beating. My heart is beating. I feel for most people that are in the country right now. Like I know what they are going through, but I thought this would make us happy. And sometimes I feel like maybe I shouldn't have watched this match. But anyway, it's a football match. We can't predict. And if they are scored maybe 5 minutes to the end, I'm sure Nigerians will be, you know, excited by now. But the best person has won, and I'm proud of Ivory Coast. They kept that tenacity despite the fact they kept pushing, and that's what every one of us to do should, you know, take from them. Keep pushing no matter what it takes. They do or die affair till you get whatever you're looking out for in life.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, thank you. Taye Taiwo, nice seeing you, and Edu. Edu has been my
You're
first.
welcome.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you
take
very much,
care.
First Lady. Thank
Bye.
you for. Please leave from your end. Um. Okay. I'm seeing there. Which award are they giving Ekong now? I'm not sure. Is
Maybe the best defender though.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the man of the match trophy. I'm not sure if they are giving,
Okay.
but I can see they are giving an award to Ekong as well.
Maybe best defender or
Maybe
man
best
of the
defender,
match.
man
I don't know
of the
because
match, but I have to
yeah.
keep up.
Because this is what my wife just said when we lost the game. We said no. Now we have to go to back to our normal situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody
Ah,
said Adingra is.
no,
Oh,
okay,
Ekong is player of the tournament.
yeah. Yes, I think he deserves it because he played very
He did
well.
very,
It's a good defense,
very
scored a
well.
couple of goals.
Yeah.
He did score a couple of goals. You know,
Somebody
when I start the
else
game
said best
before, I have
defender.
the
You people are
feeling.
confusing me. Sorry, which one is it now? Somebody said player of the tournament. Somebody said best defender.
I think player of the tournament.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Humble, thank you for joining me. You can go on.
Yes. I greet you, legend. Well, you know, some people will be saying, "Please sack the coach." No, we
No.
need the coach. He tried.
Mm.
Nobody, in fact, at the beginning of the tournament, nobody will expect that Nigeria will be at the finals. And today, let me be honest with you, I'm still missing Ndidi. Yes. Let's be honest to ourselves. Iwobi is not a midfielder. Iwobi is a winger or a supportive striker. Today we played 10 against 11. I will not blame him because we are trying to manage the midfield. Assuming that Ndidi was there, they would do a training to see how Ndidi and Onyeka will play at the midfield. And another thing, the coach made a mistake. He would have bring Moses Simon first half, then he can bring Chukwueze second half. Using Moses Simon first half would also help the pressure. And for us to play 3-4-3, we all know that we don't have midfielders. Before we were playing 4-4-2, and it's not working. And we started playing 3-4-3.
Sorry, Humble. Just to confirm, Ekong was given player of the tournament.
Player of the tournament, yes. So we started playing. We were playing before 4-4-2, and we are not getting no results, even at the World Cup qualifying. Then we started playing 3-4-3. It's giving us results, but we made a mistake. We were playing a wounded lion that studied us. And remember, South Africa has already opened us. And people will now say, okay, this is the best way to win this game. And you are winning 1-0. You started defending. So it becomes an issue, but it's something to learn. But people to say to sack the coach, it's not going to help.
No, sorry about that. Before we even score one goal, we've been defending as well. We allowed them to pass ball.
Yes, we keep on defending. But for me, it's because of, assuming we have a creative person that can create and defend, it would have been easier for us. But we have only Iwobi, who is a creative person, but he cannot defend. So I don't know. So at least let's celebrate the guys. They did well. Nobody believed in us. They did well.
All right. Thank you, Humble. Please remove yourself from your end so I can bring the next person.
Yes.
Okay, over to you, Sleazy, very quickly, please.
Yeah, senior man, well done. Oh. So it's just a case of like I don't know how to say it. We just cracked at the most important moment for us. 90% of the players played the biggest game of their career today. The biggest game of their career, arguably the biggest game of their career, and so many of them cracked. And I just feel like some of them let themselves down, and the fatigue also played a vital role in this time. The formation they're playing is very, very demanding physically, very, very demanding physically, and a lot of the, to be fair to our players as well, a lot of the Ivorians, the players that were turning the screw for them, the likes of John Mikel Seri, Adingra Halle, they all started playing after the group stages. So I still feel like that also played a vital role. Takes nothing away from the fact that they were also excellent today. It's a different thing to let them play and they play rubbish. So we played into them and we let them play. They played us totally off the park. Yeah, they played us off the park. The goal, the equalizer that what brought about the corner was that Odilon Kusunu took the ball from his own half. He strode into our half and he played our midfielder as if it was Iniesta or Xavi. I was screaming at the top of my voice, and zonal marking in the box should have been something that we've addressed. I think I saw it against South Africa, and we spoke about it on Smith Lai's live. We tried to analyze and so we saw zonal marking as one of the shortcomings, one of the things that gave the South Africans and our other opponents the chance to also create chances against us. We did not address that. That came back to haunt us. Finally, I would just like to point out that after this tournament, personally, I would not lie, I didn't give the Super Eagles of Nigeria a chance. And I said this thing clearly. It's even on your live, Smith Lai's live. I said, if we manage to fumble and wumble our way through to the semi-finals of this tournament, then we might as well say we've had a very, very good tournament, which turned out to be the case. But winning this final should have been the icing on the cake. We cracked at the most important moment. I would not leave without saying the Super Eagles of Nigeria needs to move on from some set of players. We definitely need to move on from some set of players. We have so many other people waiting on the wings. Why did I say that? I'll not take much of your time. I just use this last 1 minute to wrap it up. Why I said we need to move on was that if we had moved on time from some set of players and given the likes of Murphy, Ademola Lookman, and co enough time to gel with the team, to know their strengths, weaknesses, and all, I still feel like a lot might still have come out from this. But we have the next AFCON before World Cup, which is in 2025 in Morocco. We have World Cup qualifiers. We have international breaks, friendlies to prepare and introduce some new players to the fold. We've seen where we're lacking. Obviously, as a fan, I'll still have to rewatch the match and critically analyze, put out my own 2 cents, and talk about where we need new bloods, where we need new ideas, where we need fresh blood and all. But I just feel we need to move on from some set of players by introducing new players to the fold, let them get acclimatized with the team before the next AFCON and the World Cup. Remember, we can't afford to miss out on two consecutive World Cups, so we have that to also prepare for and all. So that's just, I'm very sad this night. I don't know why I don't know why I had so much pressure before the game, and the game really showed me that yes, I should be tense. I thought we were going to like go pound for pound and all, but yeah, that's just it. Football, and then we have to move on.
All right, thank you very much, Lizzie. Thank you for joining and for sharing your thoughts. Okay, over to you, Coach Obi.
Yeah, good evening, TT. Greetings again.
Good evening.
Nice to see you again. What can we say? First of all, I think Nigerians should take the chill pill, relax, try to bring down emotions, and maybe later critically analyze what happened and go through the matches from the first match down to the final. I think, we all know that I believe 95% of the Super Eagles fans never gave this team any chance at all. Never gave
Nazi, welcome.
any chance. Yes. So getting to the finals already, like they jumped way above their heads. So we should give the lads kudos. Stand behind them. The people are jumping on EOB. I know, guys, please calm down. It is football. That's what happens in football, and that is why it is a sport. You win some, you lose some, you make mistakes. It's a game. It's a game of mistakes as well. So blaming somebody or going to attack people on social media now and calling names, guys, you should calm down. If you think you're better, go and get the jersey, go in there and do better. That's the way I always answer people. So let's just try to calm down. What I think is this, talking about what went wrong. I think 2 things. Fatigue, number 1.
Absolutely, yeah.
There was practically no rotation. Just like EaglesTracker mentioned, the Ivorians that made the difference today, or like getting to the semi-final and today, they were not even active during the group games. So they had fresh legs. Our guys, it was like the same guys, the same formation and everything. And of course, fatigue came in, whether I like it or not. That's just one thing. The game against South Africa was a warning shot because they played well. They studied our formation. They studied, how to counter, how to, cut in there, get spaces, gaps in between the defense and all that. And luckily, we won that match. But then we should have maybe learned from that. I don't want to blame the coach. It's still football. But it was like a warning sign that things can still go wrong with the formation we are playing. And you see that when you continue playing like that, you become predictable. And when you become predictable with the same formation, with the same guys, as simple as that, it's very, very easy to counter you. A good technical, a tactical analyst of the opponents will just sit down, map out how they will do it, who they're going to cut out. And today we saw it. We didn't see Lookman at all. We didn't see even Chukwueze where he was there. So that's it. So we should just calm down. People are blaming the coach that, he should have brought in, what's his name? Should have played Simon instead of Chukwueze. It's possible. Maybe we can now start maybe this, maybe that. But when a coach makes his picks his lineup, he has a reason for doing that. And today I believe that, he was expecting that pressure and he was trying to maybe hope on Chukwueze to do the counterattacks. That is what I think. from the formation I saw and from the choice of players. But again, it didn't work out. That was bad luck. Blaming referee up and down here is not going to change anything. It was just not our day. If you look at the statistics, the Ivorians were way ahead of us in every part of statistics you're going to look at. So they were out there fresher, they wanted it more, and they got it. So let's just calm down, lick our wounds, stop the blame game. Our guys are still fresh, they're still young. Maybe the older ones will still be there to guide, the other ones further will move into the next stages. Maybe a few changes might come in and that. And that's it. Yes, the changes would have been made a bit earlier, probably. But again, let's leave it there. We're not in camp with the coach. He knows better. The technical department know better. It didn't work out. Fine. Let's just leave it, guys. Move on, support the guys, and take our next chances, and we move. That's, as a coach, as a football lover, that's the only thing I think I have to say on this. So
thank you very much, Mr. B. So before
Thank you very much.
I want to ask both you and Titi a question. So looking ahead now, last AFCON, we finished in the round of 16. This AFCON, we got to the final. There's another AFCON that's coming up in 2025. Do you have full confidence that the boys can get to the final again?
It depends on the mentality, though. Because now everybody will go back to his club. There's some player they're going to change. They're not going to invite them. They're going to bring new one to come. So this is always our problem we always face all the time. You see the same one they play now. It was better. It was, Lukman is not running again. Osimhen is this. They want to bring new one. If they can keep the set of people, or just try to change sometimes, not all the time. Like, for example, we still have Murphy, no? I think, Murphy. Yeah, today I was even expecting the coach, like, when they are saying that, because I was expecting that the coach, like, I didn't say Osimhen have bad competition, though. I was expecting, like, maybe, like, 60-something. Just put Murphy. Let him go and run the down a little bit. Maybe he can create space or to run around, or, like why everybody don't see who will be best in this competition is because he was still doing defensive job so much. Because he's good with the ball. He needs somebody that will be defending for him. He will be rolling around like when he was playing JJ Okocha was playing before. Like they have Sunday Olise, they're doing the dirty job for him. So if they can keep the same team, not maybe like a couple of players they was okay, they bring new one, and then to join it they go again. Maybe they can achieve something. But now when they finish, they will say insulting them on social media. This one is this one do it air like this one is yellow, this one is blue,
How about you, Coach Obi? Do you think they can get here again next
Why
year?
not? Why not? We have, as if we're going to still keep the spine of the team. Why not? Bring him, maybe make a few changes. And, the mentality, like Pete said, keep that mentality and that passion. Why not? Why not? We can get there. And then, like I want to say, have a plan B as well. If this formation doesn't work, you get predictable, go for a plan B. Go for a plan B. Like beginning of the tournament, I was saying that personally, I said, as we are playing 3-4-3, we have 4-2-3-1 also as a plan B. That was my own thoughts on that, to rather be stronger in the midfield in that position with that kind of formation. But again, it's football. Yes, we can. We have the crop of players who are still very, very young and already veterans in quotes. They're already young, but already veterans in the game. So why not? Yeah, maybe a few players might not be there, bringing new fresh legs again to strengthen up the team. Yes, they can go far at the next, as long as they keep believing. Maybe if this coach stays or another one comes in, also kind of bringing something new, something different, and shaping up the team. Why not? We can go all the way. So nothing. People are saying that like I see, yes, online no, it will be. Yes, it is football. Fatigue. Yes, it's happened. And
it's normal. They're tired now. So if somebody play this Africa Cup of Nations, you really know that when you get into this stage from quarterfinal, semi-final, your muscles are getting tired. The only way you can get to the forward final is to press a little bit, don't allow the opponent to just have the ball, go and stay at the back of the ball. No. You have to press a little bit.
That's right.
Keep the ball sometimes, pass the ball around as they do. If you will keep the ball most like where Africans do today, we're going to give them like 2.
That's
easy.
Right. That's right.
Because we don't keep the ball. That is why Lukman, they are just defending like Osimhen also. He cannot. There's only one center. up top striker we have. It's a 3 defender
Yeah,
against him. What is he going to do?
yes, nothing you can do. Absolutely.
You can't do nothing because if you keep the ball in the middle, pass the ball from the right, from the left, there will be space. What we used to do before, there will be space for Osimhen to run the channel, keep the ball for Lukman to run around, and Moses. Then they can do something. 1-against-1, no chance. Ivory Coast. But we just
That's
what
right.
can we do?
That's right.
This is what the coach wanted. Because if you don't, what the coach wants is to the system. If you don't listen to me, you're not going to play. You'll be on the bench.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
kudos. Let them come back and we'll move.
Okay, just to round
Good.
off now, I want to ask. Nobody in the comments should come at me, but I think it's a fair question. I think it's a fair question to ask. Ahmed Musa, this AFCON, he didn't see a single minute of action, but we've heard about the leadership that he provides, behind the scenes, communicating with the coach and relaying to the players, etc. Do you think it is fair to continue having him in the squad as a non-playing member of the team? Do you think it is fair to continue to have him?
I will jump into that first before TT, who's in the team, will say something. First of all, I said that when the list came out, I said it that please, leadership and all that, so he can be a non-playing, member of the team there, be like, they can find a position for him. Yeah, and that space should be given to an up-and-coming player, maybe even if the person gets like, a few minutes in each game or some games play, and then gently gel into the team. And then Musa, yes, let him be there and do the leadership, but off the pitch and be within the boys and carry on whatever he needs to do. That's my own. I said it before the tournament, and I still maintain that.
King Tisi, what do you think?
For me, because I will go back to the last time one of my friends that we played together, Genevieve Mikel, when they are going to the AFCON before when it was not playing. I say if I'm in his shoes, I will not go to this competition. Some people say, Taye, why you don't want to? I say because why? I'm kind of person I like to play. I don't like to sit on the bench. So for me, on my list, if I'm in Musa's shoes as well, I want the national squad for Nigeria. I don't need to, if they even can say, please, guys, this is the right time for me to stop national team because the new generation that is coming, they deserve to play. They are young, they are hungry to play also. So give the space to the young one that is coming. So, for me, if you don't, it doesn't maybe Musa is a very bad player. He's a fantastic Musa.
Yeah.
He's a very great player. But for this, now that we are talking, we have a lot of good players that is coming, So you have to leave the space for another person. Or you go turn by turn. So it's not maybe he's a bad player, but imagine now you went to this competition, 0 minutes you don't play. You don't feel happy also. Forget about all this leadership, okay, I'm there, I'm this one. You want to fit to play also as well, But there's no chance for you. So for me, on my point of view, it's better to, okay, guys, at least we went to AFCON, I'm second place and winning before. It's the right time for me to stop national team to give another person a chance.
Right.
Yes, I work. So it's not maybe Musa is a bad player. He's a very nice guy. He's a friend of mine also. He's a very nice guy. Nice, very easy person, but it's the right time. What are you going to do? You can't do nothing about it now because we have a lot of good players that is coming. So you have to give another person a chance to play.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach Obi. Thank you very much.
TT, I go still invite you for my team, like I told you, like
no
you suggested
problem,
last
no
time.
problem.
Wait for my invitation.
No problem, Coach.
Okay. So yes, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. King Tisi, I think I would have maybe one more question for you before.
All right, no
we
problem.
call it an evening. This AFCON 2023, has been fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm a young guy.
Me also, I was praying that it's not finished, so we'll continue
for one more month. In fact, because now, now we have to go back and be watching Arsenal, all this thing. We don't care about it. But King Titi, let me ask you. You've been there, you've done that, How does this competition rank among all the AFCON that you've seen? Where do you put this one?
I think this one is to be like, let me not say like 100%, I've always said, because also in Europe now, they are really, because they don't believe in us before, like Africa, they always believe all this South America, to play all this like Argentina all the time. I don't know why always want to play friendly game against Argentina all the time. We don't have any other thing to play against. It's only Argentina we have to play all the time. We have another country to play against. Not only Argentina, you know what I'm saying? But for me, this AFCON is like, this for everybody enjoy it. It's really fantastic. Everybody enjoy it all over the Europe as well because like they always show the game here. I never even believed that Italian people they can even show like AFCON on TV. I was surprised when I see they're going to show AFCON on TV now in Italy as well. I was so surprised. But it was very fantastic competition. I was so proud of the organization, everyone, all the country they went there, you know, it was very nice. It was very, very nice.
Would you say it's the best one ever?
Absolutely, for me, it's the best. It's the best. I don't the one that always was in this one is because maybe because I put attention on this one. I don't know on my point of view because I watch most of the game. If as soon as I do what I'm doing, boom, I have a game. I have to run to watch the game because I don't want someone to tell me, this one pass the ball there. This no. I want to stay on the TV and see what's going on. This one's the best because why? Maybe it's because it's around all the globe, you know. Maybe because Nigeria come out and support. I don't know. I have this feeling that this AFCON was the best.
Mm. Okay. And then one more question that I'll ask you. You know, we have a star player in Victor Osimhen.
Absolutely.
You know, unfortunately, he had a good tournament, but he was only able to score goals. You know, I was about to score one goal. I was talking to somebody today, and I was saying that if we win this tournament, in 10 years' time, people are not going to remember that, he played well. They will remember those that scored goals. They will remember,
Absolutely.
and they would not really remember him. But
Absolutely.
he had another chance to do it. When you look at our legendary players, the likes of Joseph Yobo, the likes of Obi Mikel, you know, the likes of Ahmed Musa, they all won this competition. How
Absolutely.
important do you think it is for a player like Victor Osimhen to win AFCON before he retires? How important do you think it is?
Wow, that would be very fantastic for him as well personal because like as we're talking about Osimhen as well because why like some of my friends they see why they're in Italy they're posting like our Lookman, they're posting more Moses Simon in France as well. They send me the pictures of my friend that. See why they're not posting Osimhen in Napoli because he's doing well. I say because why? I don't know what the interview Osimhen made one time before. He was leaving the club. So the fans they are not very happy about that. I say Osimhen, even though you are talking about your agent, you don't need to see this on TV, whatever you want to see. Just keep it to yourself. So because they are waiting for you because you are the heart of Napoli. When you are not there, they are not doing well. So for me, it will be better for him because why this a lot of people say Osimhen don't score the goal because how many balls they even pass to him? If you just reality, how many true passes when they are maybe we have the ball, give him two passes because all this when we start the competition, we are passing the ball very well because why they keep the ball, pass the ball, move the ball from the right, move the ball from the left, we move the ball. That's why we create chances. But for me, Osimhen he always up top there with three defenders. What is going to do? So people say, Osimhen, it's not maybe easy, but he's a very good striker. Because if he serves him very well, you score goals. You know, so that is what like this left back today. There's one chance. So I say, no, your control has to be better than that, son. Come on. Should I control the ball very well and shoot? This opportunity to score goals. You know, so at least for me, it's a shame like this kind of like because it's a new generation like Osimhen is one of the best African players. Everybody looked forward to him to score a lot of goals, to see things, but it happened in his life. But for me, it's a shame that he didn't score because a lot of people they expect things for him to score goals, to do a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, I think why because of our shape, the way we are playing, that's why it's very hard for Osimhen to score goal because why? He only put the ball in the chest and maybe to flick the ball. There's no any true pass for him to do what he likes to do when he was playing here in Napoli, you know.
All right. Thank you very much, Taye Taiwo. I
You're
always
welcome.
appreciate
You're
talking to
welcome.
you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for
You're
joining
welcome.
me. I'll
You're
let you
welcome.
go. I'll let you go now. It's been a pleasure.
All right then. All right. Stay blessed though.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao.
So guys, yes, there you have it. Unfortunately, it is not allowing me to bring anybody else on. That's why I didn't bring more people. I would have loved to, but now we've already gone over 1 hour, so I have to round it off. The Super Eagles unfortunately have fallen at the final hurdle.
a 2-1 defeat against the host nation, Ivory Coast. You know, they were the better team on the night. We have to give Ivory Coast their credit. The boys fought so hard to get to the final. We also have to give them, you know, our love for getting to the final. Most people did not even expect them to come this far. I remember my prediction before the tournament was that they will finish third. So they did better than I expected. Most people that I had on my show were predicting them to finish in the group stage. Some people said they won't pass the second round. So as much as we are disappointed to have lost today, we have to give them credit because they surpassed expectations of most people. But yes, it's been a pleasure. It's been a fantastic AFCON tournament. Unfortunately, now we have to go back to watching our club football. But I wish you guys all the best. Another AFCON is coming up next year in Morocco. The Super Falcons are trying to qualify for the Olympics. There's the under 20 Women's World Cup, I believe, that is coming up. So there's still a lot of football that we can get behind Nigeria, you know, and can support other Nigerian national teams. It's not just Super Eagles. We have other national teams. But yes, it's been a pleasure covering this AFCON from here with you guys. I've loved the engagement. I've loved all the reactions, all the talk. And until next time, until I come live again, thank you very much, guys. My name is AyoT. This is EaglesTracker, the home of Nigerian football. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good night.